Hello, this is Edwin from Tsukuyomi, and this is my deck profile on Tsukuyomi Oracles. For the starter, I use Cardfight. Let me check top 5 for Crescent Moon, and yeah, obviously if you're on Tsukuyomi Oracles, you need to have this card. And it also starts up building up your stack, because all the other cards go down at the bottom. So definitely run this starter if you're running this deck, well obviously, because if you don't have this starter you can't run this deck. Next, for the trigger lineup, I run 4 heal, 4 SP heal, because charge checking or damage checking SP will obviously frighten your opponent. Well, not really, but it's still nice having 4 SP. And heals are good, because I'll heal if healing your damage makes you closer to winning instead of dying, so heals are obviously good. Next, I run 4 crits, and 2 more crits, and 2 more crits. Well, reason for keys being different is it makes remembering your stack a lot easier. Let's say I drive check this one, and then this one. If I see this one come up, I obviously know this one's coming. So, especially since you don't want to count the cards of your deck, because I tried that once, and thing is, if I count the cards and won't ask how many I have, because or else they will count it themselves, they obviously know this is coming. So yeah, it's like it's a lot easier with this method than counting all the cards, unless you can't count every card from the beginning of the game, which is also possible, but really depends. And of course, for like a bird, making hitting 6 souls a lot easier, because hitting 6 souls is very important. Culture Regard, Soul Charge, Star card, very good card, and making hitting 6 soul very easy, or a lot easier than without this card. Yeah. Also, reason being I only run 8 crit instead of 12 is because of the low amount of draw power in this deck. Especially because early game, yeah, you don't hit that hard, and it's just especially for out CEO or something, it's like you don't have that much draw power, which is why I run 4 draw. Well, the moment you ride grade 3, you do have a lot of draw power, but before that it's just meh. I also run different draw triggers for the same reason as the critical triggers. Makes remembering the stack easier. If I see this one coming up, I only have 1, so I obviously know it's my stack. Also, you can restack these at the bottom in any way you like. That's why the drag triggers are nice. Instead of you drawing being put like this, you drawing crits is also annoying. So having to be able to restack them at the bottom in a nice way, especially if you can damage check these. Like if you know you're at a certain amount of cards, you know this one is coming, you can just damage check this. Give 5k to Vanguard, that's our card, which is very nice. So it's very nice having 2 more draws in this deck. For the Grade 1 lineup, I run 4 Crescent Moons, Grade 1 Tsukuyomis. Obviously, running 4 makes it easier to hit the right chain when you check the top 5. Also makes it more probable that you have 1 in hand. So definitely run 4. Especially if you don't hit this one, your right chain is pretty much screwed for the rest of the game, so definitely run 4. Another problem though is that it's only 7, so if you go second and you ride this one and you have to swing 7 at their, let's say, Gareth or Blessed Javelin, it's just, yeah, that's the only downside to this card, is that it's 7, and early game, yeah, you still need a booster to hit some of the Vanguard, so that's why. Oh, another thing is you can also check the top 5 if this were to grade 2, but also setting up your stack as well, like the Godhawk Distribution. Next, I run last one. Oh yeah, 4 Gemini. Definitely run 4 because hitting crossrides with this, without this, is pretty hard. Because like Tsukuyomi with this will hit for 20, Tom with this will hit for 16. So 16, 11k Vanguard is decent, but 20 against a 10k Vanguard with Tsukuyomi is nice. But the most important thing is this with any 10k will hit for 18. So hitting crossrides without this is pretty hard. So it's definitely run 4 right now. Especially if you're running Toms, you want to hit those 11k Vanguards, you need this one. So that's why I run 4. Next I run 4 perfect cards. Yeah, running 4 because this deck has decent draw power, and if one of them ends up in the stack, well, let's say I'm running 4, so let's say one of them ends up in the stack, I only have 3 left, so chances of me of still drawing 1 is pretty decent. Especially if, like, since a lot of clans have hard hitting Vanguards, blocking that with just triggers is just plain annoying, and if your opponent is running Silent Tom, you can perfect guard it, so that's what I'm running 4. I wouldn't suggest running less because these perfect cards are very valuable to you. Next, last 2 are pretty much tech spots. I'm running 2 Radical Milk. Make sure CEO hit for 24. Great Tsukuyomi hit for 21. And it also gives the ability to not put any other boosters behind your Vanguard, because you really want Geminis behind your Grey Guards, or this one if you're putting it behind the good CMAs. So it gives you the ability to put this behind the Vanguard instead of the Grey Guard. Also, the other options like Kokua is a nice card. Like if I didn't like this card as much, I would run Kokua instead. And what's the other option, like Blue Eye? It's just meh. Blue Eye is it's 5k and you need to have 6 soul, and it's just like, I don't really like Blue Eye in my opinion, because hitting cross-eyes with that card is pretty hard. So that's why I run 2 of these. Also, I explained the 24k probe CEO later on, because well, it can hit the crossfire for magic numbers, but also explain something else later on. So next, very great 2 lineup. I run 4 great 2 Tsukuyomis, half moons. Obviously, run 4 if you want to hit this one during the top 5 check. Also, nice ability, if you have the great one installed, you can soul charge 2 from your deck, which is pretty nice. Hitting 6 soul with this card is a lot easier than without it. So definitely not 4. Well, another problem is only 9k as well, so if you don't have like a crappy hand with all field triggers or like perfect cards and stuff, hitting that 10k is just annoying, but it's still possible, but it's just pretty annoying. But definitely run 4, because you want to hit this one as well, like the great one. Next we run only 3 Silent Tom. Only 3 because yeah, like hitting crosses with this is, you hit this one with crosses with this one for crap, and not only that, you need to have Gemini as booster to hit 11k's. So unless you're facing like say Azel or Gormor or Gogo T, it's annoying to hit those nice numbers. Also, for some reason, I keep drawing all these Toms in my hand, so that's not like the only reason I run 3. But still, it's a good card. Even if your opponent can block for 5 and with the cross right, it's still a decent card. Because the tail needs to drop 10 if you put a trigger on him, and yeah, most cross right decks just hope to tank it out, and still having to block the Tom with 2 cards is just annoying. Next, around 3, take it CMS. I like this card. Like, only downside to this card is you need 6 soul, but if you have 6 or more soul, this card gains 3k, so it will hit for 12. Pretty nice card. Everything, like almost everything. If you get 1 booster with this, you can hit a cross right. That's why I like this card. And another thing is the reason this card isn't that good compared to Bedivere or let's say Burning Horn is because it needs to have 6 soul. So that's the only downside to this card. Other than that, it's a nice card. I would definitely run 4 if I didn't have to run the red eyes, but yeah, I still need the backup for the 6 soul, because if you don't hit 6 soul, this card is only 9k, so that's the problem. Next round, 2 red eye. pretty much backup for your soul charging. You can, like, the nice thing about this card is you can hit anything with it. So you attack Bones Maron, 9k. You attack Burning Horn or Bloody Fear, 9k. Makes it like they either guard at 5 or they take it. Not only that, they also, because you can hit anything, you can just boost it with it and they need to block for 10. But you don't need to attack the Vanguard anyway. I use this card because I really need to have like the 6-hole. Like a lot of times, sometimes you don't have Psychic Bird in your hand or you don't have CEO, so you can't soul charge at all. That's why I run this card. Pretty much just back up for your hitting your 6-hole, because hitting 6-hole is important. Next, I run for the Grade 3 lineup. I run 3 Tsukuyomis, Full Moons, and 4 CEO Amaterasus. Only run 3, because if you don't hit the right chain, you have to write this one. It's 9k. So, meh. Also tried out the 4 Tsukuyomi build. Would work if my opponent didn't rush me, because then you still need to hit the right chain. Because if you don't, then you write this one. It's still only 9k. So, and hitting 19 is pretty well. Some like take it CMA and Crystal Moon can hit for 19, and not only that, like all the 9k regards can hit me and still need to block for 5. So that's pretty annoying. That's why I run 23. Because if you hit the right chain, you can still use CEO first instead of this one. So, effect is nice, like if you have 6 or more soul, you can count it plus 2, draw 2 cards, put 1 into soul. So you can, like, not only do you get a +1, you can also have a decent amount of hand control. Like, let's say I have these 2 in my hand and I draw perfect cards and red eye. So I can soul charge this one, making my hand a lot better than it was. Like before, I only had this, so it's a nice effect. So I only run 3. You could run 4, but I don't like having 8 Grade 3s, so that's the only reason I run 3. And you can try out the 4 CEO build just yourself, but I don't really like it because if I don't have the Grade 1 in hand and I don't hit it, it's kind of annoying. Next I run 4 CEOs, back of Vanguard, also sword charges every turn, so hitting 6 soul is quite really easy for your attack CMAs. And another thing is, like, if you write this one first, you can write the Tsukuyomi later on, a Steel Plus, so that's nice. That's a nice addition. And another thing is that yeah, because if you're boosting with the milk, you'll hit for 24. And let's say the opponent has something like this on the rearguard, and I have 5 damage open and I have 8 soul. I just swing at that because this, for the Mecha Blast, it requires you to hit anything. That makes this card a lot better, because at first you can just pressure them and be like, let's just take it, and if they take it, you draw 5 cards. If you don't, well, they have to block a lot. They have to block for 25 just to pass you. And later on, just write this one over it, and you still plus. So it's a nice pressure card. And if they hit, you draw a lot of cards anyway, and if you don't, so yeah, it's very nice. That's also the reason why I run Medigo Milk instead of Cocoa, because I hit for 24 and hit the regards as well. And it also makes CEO hit for magic numbers. Yeah, another thing is, like, obviously always have an SP for a boss card, because with an SP for a boss card and you ride it, you're guaranteed to win. Well, not really. If it was, then it would give you a lot of power, but always have 1 SP of your boss card. Well, that was my deck profile on Tsukuyomi Oracles. If you guys have any questions, just put it down in the comments below, and if you guys want to see any other OTT deck profiles, just post it down below as well, so now you guys are so I can split it up later. So, bye.